Hi everybody, it's Christina and Nicole. We are your integrative health practitioners here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and today we are going to talk about our favorite wellness travel go-tos.
And the reason why we're going to talk about it is because we are designing a travel pack for you, and we're so excited because I was just in Aspen with my husband's Toyota group, and I have to tell you, like, my brain was like nonstop thinking like, well, because basically I'm the Mary Poppins bag. So I'm the one that everybody comes to anyways if they're not feeling well or whatever, because I know I've got it in my Mary Poppins bag. But it made me really think about the deep need for people to have the support when they're traveling. Because if you were to get sick or any of that on the trip, which did happen to some people, you don't have anything and you're miserable. And, you know, then you've got to go and search and get a doctor, or you got to get an IV, or and, you know, in Aspen, the altitude is a lot higher. And then they took us up to 11,200 altitude right after we flew in. My eyeballs were going to pop out of my head, I felt like. But I also had prepped, right? So I had a lot of stuff on board with me so that I could totally, like, take care of it that night so that it didn't feel like my eyeballs were popping out of my head. But if you don't have that stuff, you're miserable. And so I travel a lot, and so I've gotten really good at this and you just start to get even better and knowing what works and stuff, because it's horrible to not travel and be prepared. And so we're going to share all those travel essentials with you because we've done the research and because we know what works and what doesn't work. And we just want to educate you because we think it's super important for all of us to feel good and to enjoy our families and have a nice, you know, vacations, and because there's nothing worse if you don't feel good and you can't do anything about it because you have nothing like you normally would have at home.
Yeah, so one of our projects that we are working on is actually creating all like ready-made wellness travel kits that you could just get so you don't have to put it all together or figure it out yourself. So we are really excited about that. But we still wanted to share with you because if you want to make your own go-to kit, these are really great items. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is actually a newer one to us. It's by this brand called Fulfilled Day. And they were so nice of sending us some packets to try. You never know how that's going to go. It could go one way or another. But we both ended up really enjoying it. Typically when I wake up, I prioritize having a glass of water before my coffee. And typically I'll put electrolytes in there. But I've been starting it off with these Fulfilled Days. And it does have electrolytes. But I like it because it actually has vitamins, superfoods, and nootropics in it. It makes me feel like I don't actually need to drink a cup of coffee because it gives you that really good sustained energy without the jittery feeling because it has absolutely no caffeine in it. It's just from the vitamins and minerals and herbs that are in it. So I really love this, and Christina took it with her actually to Aspen.
And it really helped. I drank it first thing in the morning. The day that my eyeballs were going to pop out of my head because we went for a hike, and it really helped me a lot. And I've tried it. I think I took a picture of it. Like I tried it when I went to hot yoga. It worked everywhere. And so those are the kind of things we do before we even suggest anything to you, because we want to make sure that it works before we say anything. We don't work for these people. We research the shit out of stuff. And we want to make sure that it works for you so that when we suggest it to you, we know for sure it's going to work, because there's no need if it's going to be half-assed. It's funny because everybody that knows me will laugh. I love spirulina for so many reasons. Spirulina acts as a food, and it's super important when you travel because say that you have like a 5-hour travel day, or you even like a long one, you're going to London or you're going somewhere, the spirulina will sustain your body and give you the nutrients that you need. Spirulina actually has 3 times more protein than a steak. It has all of the B vitamins and minerals and the omegas that you need. It literally is like you're eating a ton of vegetables and protein, which to me is so amazing. And and they don't hurt your stomach. They're literally food. But it also helps with staying well, right? So if your body's sustained, and your body is nurtured and it's got all the vitamins and minerals that it needs, you're not seeking out something else, and you don't get the stomach aches, and it leaves less room for your body to fluctuate and inflame because it's not searching for something, right? It's nurtured and nourished, and it feels safe. It also gives you a lot of energy, which is all spirulina. And it also alkalines your body. So there's the other piece. My doctors can't even believe it, but what it does is it alkalines the body so that when the body's alkaline, no disease can live there. And so what that means it staves off cancer. It staves off all of the inflammation, because inflammation is where you start to get disease.
And then our next one is honestly just a good house staple. It's wellness formula. This is great. It's for immune support, but it's great if you feel like you're getting a little bug. But you could just take this daily as well while you're traveling, because we're not getting much sleep when we're traveling. Sometimes we might go to a completely different time zone, and then our circadian rhythms can get shut down, and all of that can really take a hit to our immune system. So it wouldn't be a bad idea just to take this daily. But we love it because, yes, it has the vitamin C and the zinc and all the things that we know and love for our immune system. But this has so many amazing herbs in it as well. It has garlic, echinacea, elderberry, cayenne, ginger, all sorts of great things. And so this just really packs a punch, and yeah, it's our go-to for when we're sick.
It also will help you from getting sick. If there's somebody on the plane coughing,
Oh, yeah.
or somebody that's in the group is coughing, you just take a couple of those, and it'll keep you from getting sick. So
Yeah, it's like your immune system armor.
Yes, basically, yes. And so then my next one would be magnesium lotion. And so I love magnesium lotion for so many reasons. Magnesium sits in the tissues. So the beautiful thing about the lotion is when you put it on your skin, it goes into your tissues, which is absorbed. That's why Epsom salt baths, they always work so much better than just taking magnesium, because it absorbs into your skin and into your tissues. But I love this for so many reasons. And one of it is I had to wear heels this last week. And the first night I forgot to put this on my feet. So I was cramped up actually that night, because you stand a lot. But you're not going to show anybody that your heels are hurting you. You just won't, even though they weren't really hurting me. But anyways, the second night I remembered, and it was such a difference in how my feet felt after. Also, like if you get like for the high altitude, it makes your heart race. And so I put it on my chest. I doused it on my chest the second night, and I slept very well. But the reason is because when you have it on your chest, your heart will absorb it, because your heart can't absorb the vitamins. So if you put it on your chest, it'll absorb it because it goes through the tissues. It'll help with anxiety, helps with sleep. A lot of times I'll put it on like my neck. I don't know about you, but I have like a bag that's like 500 pounds. Like probably there's like a baby inside there, but there's not, because you got all your
Even
stuff.
just sitting long in the plane.
Yeah.
And you're like, ugh.
Yeah. And so I put this on my shoulders too, which really, really helps. And it smells good. I put it on my lower back when it hurts, but it's my favorite because it's just an essential when you travel. And we're actually
that's a good house essential too.
Yeah. And we're actually going to get the little ones so that we can put them in the pack so that you're not carrying a big bottle.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
And then speaking of magnesium, another thing is important is your electrolytes. It is so easy to get dehydrated while traveling, especially flying. It is important to know that water alone doesn't cut it. You need your electrolytes, which are specific minerals, to get that water and bring it into the cell to actually hydrate the cells. It's got potassium, sodium, magnesium, all of the essentials. We love Ultima. I know a lot of people are like, I just don't like water. This is going to be great for you, Ultima. It actually tastes good. One of our favorite flavors is raspberry. Also like the watermelon one. But it's just great because then it makes your water a little more enjoyable. Also, if you're not a flavor person, you could just do something like real salt, just a pinch of salt either on your tongue or just in your water if you're not a flavor person. So that's another way. Yeah, Redmond's real salt is great. They also have Relight. That's another great electrolyte brand. And these are so easy to bring. Just little packets in the bag, and then you just dump them in your water. It's so easy.
And then to add on to that, these are electrolyte pills. So like my daughter doesn't like the electrolyte. She doesn't like to drink the electrolytes. So I make her take the electrolyte pills, and you get all of the same things that you do in you actually get a little bit more in the pills than you do in the electrolyte packets. But this is great too for like altitude sickness too. When you're flying, your body literally is going like this. So it's like sucking in and sucking out. So you want to make sure that you are taking care of your hydration. If you're not going to drink electrolytes, or you can do them both, but take like 3 of these and just keep them on board, because they really will help you pop back. They're actually great for hangovers too, if you drink. And most people on vacation drink. They're a powerhouse. Trace minerals.
One thing that's important is bringing digestive enzymes. This is one by Zymogen that we love. It's called Zymozyme HCl. And it's different than a probiotic. This specifically you would take with each bigger meal, and it helps you digest. And we all know that I live a little vacation. We don't always eat the cleanest of foods, and so we need a little extra support to help digest it and just make things a little better in your tummy.
And with that being said, you know that you eat late, so you're eating dinner at night, and then you go to bed like 2 hours later and you haven't digested your steak or whatever. So most restaurants put butter on their steak because they want it to taste yummy for you, and it does, but the butter literally jacks up my stomach. Like forget it, and it's not pretty. Everybody can relate. It gives you gas. There it is. There, I said it. And so if you can get ahead of it and cut it so that you can have the digestive enzyme to help your body digest the protein and the butter and everything else, then you won't have the gas and your stomach won't hurt.
Well, and you know, a lot of time they say that it's butter and it's actually like seed oils.
Or it's like margarine.
But with those things, like, yeah, digestive enzymes, they'll be your best friend on trips.
Yeah. And then I love a skin brush. But the reason it's so important for when you travel, your lymphatic system gets stale, and you need to get your lymphatic system moving. And most people that have had surgery, your lymphatic system won't properly get rid of the stuff. And so you skin brush towards your heart, right? And then this you would skin brush down, and I would skin brush like my arms up and over here, because you want to help your lymphatic system drain. And so if you can do that by skin brushing, that gets your circulation going, because your circulation is not moving when you're traveling. Mm-hmm. It'll help you get rid of the water weight, and it will help you to even your digestion.
Yeah.
It helps everything move out of your body so that you're not retaining everything that you just traveled with.
Yeah, I feel like this is it's a big one for everybody, but I feel like all the ladies out there is really going to appreciate this tip, because it seems so simple, but it actually really does help tremendously. And we all know how that could go with travel. Sometimes you puff up, like from the flying and the going and the lack of sleep.
Stress.
And you're just like, oh my God. So this really helps with the water weight and the puffiness. Mm-hmm. It really just helps get everything going. And so you're going to feel better too, because you're going to feel so cute for your pictures.
And you add that with your electrolytes and your spirulina, and you're good to go.
Yeah, but we also want to hear from you of what your favorite wellness travel go-tos are, because we always like trying new things too. And there are so many great things out there that we know are still left to discover. So please, in the comments, like if you have a favorite thing that you just can't travel without, like please let us know so we can look into it.
We'd love to try it out.
Yeah, we would love that. So please let us know in the comments.
And this is these are like what the little bags are going to look like. So we're super excited to provide that for you. We're really, it's really cool, because we were sitting on this panel, you know, we had Eli Manning, and we had Kyle Hamilton, and he was the commissioner for football, and then we had a couple of our guys from Toyota, and one of the guys from Toyota, I was like, this is where my brain goes. I'm sitting there watching them. I'm like, everybody's drinking their water, except for he didn't drink his water. And I couldn't even help it. I had to tell him, I'm like, you didn't drink your water. And he's like, because I didn't want to go pee. So for me, I guess what I'm saying to you is there's such an importance. We can't do all the things, right? Everybody has gifts. And so even most high executives, they're doing so many other amazing things that they don't have time to worry about and research. But this is our shtick, right? This is our area, and this is what we do. And so I feel like we've been blessed, and we're very thorough. We're very, like, even if there's like one ingredient, Nicole's very good at finding, that's not good, that says natural flavors. And I'm like, okay, well, so we're really good at making sure it's super clean and super great for you. the last thing I do want to say is when you travel, I would love for you to think about natural deodorant. I know it's not your favorite thing right now because you think that they don't work because you sweat because you're traveling, but I'm telling you they do work. And we'll put the ones that do work that we've tried.
Yeah, we'll link them below.
And that we know work. And then dry shampoo. We'll put that in the notes too because these are all your lymphatic system, right? So this and this, you don't want the toxins that will clog it to where you can't clear it. It's super important.
Super important.
So that is really, I feel like we've given you guys a lot to think about.
Yeah.
And we would love to hear from you and just let us know what you want us to check out or what you'd like to see because we don't know it all, but we will try it all.
Yep, we'll try it all.
And if it works, it works, but if it doesn't, it doesn't, and we're not going to tell you about it.
Nah, yeah. All right, we will see you in our next video, and happy travels to you.
Safe and happy, healthy travels.
Bye.
Bye.